Oh, let me start again. And you can see that this isn't scripted that way, right? So, as I was mentioning, you really truly have come here to meet your inner dragon, discover, reveal the incredible you, and that's been really a part of who I am. Is for some reason, like, it's so cool to see each of your guys' gifts. I love that Al can really, really witness when, the level of, I don't know if the word belief, or whether it's a level of integrity, or whether it's a level of honesty. I don't know what that is that he sees, but it's so magical to witness. And I have my own gifts, and each of you have your own gifts as well. And my gift is that I see the incredible you in you. I have told the tale before about this red car going by me, and there was this teenager in the passenger side, and in the driver's side was this obese woman. And yet, energetically, that wasn't what I was seeing. I was actually seeing this very skinny woman. And upon talking with my mentor, said to me that you're, in essence, you're seeing who this person really is, who they want to be, right? And it's not that we all want to be skinny people. I'm not saying that, but it's more about maybe who she felt she was within. And that's what I see. I see the power, the possibilities of what each and every one of you are. And my belief now is, because of my own journey with my own life, from where I was, gosh, back in 2015 to who I am today. I may look the same, other than my hair was red then. I am energetically, I feel like I'm a totally different person. You know, they say every 7 years you're totally renewing your skin, et cetera, et cetera. Well, that's what I feel like from the inside out. And that's what I want to really kind of offer each and every one of you, is this awareness of that I can see the incredible you, and I will help you to pull that out. So there's a couple things that reasons why you came here, and it's really, was possibly just pure curiosity about what the inner dragon was. It's something fun and exciting to do, or maybe it was because you're at that point where this question came up for you too, is, I've been doing the inner work, what's next, right? And that's what I'm really kind of been standing at, is I've done this inner work, and what is next? And I'm really seeing how this inner dragon can help to pull us further along that beautiful path. So I am going to show you a couple pictures, if you're open to that. Bear with me here a second. I got to find my Zoom feed here. There we go. There we go. This is a slideshow. Of course, it won't even show up that way. But anyway, you guys get the picture, or pictures. This is kind of me living my life, and really enjoying life in a really magical way. You can see that really my mountain bike is there. My husband's in this. My granddaughters are in here. We've really lived like life in a really powerful and magical way. And it's been more because of I've done the inner work. Like, it's really been incredible to witness the growth and the changes in my husband, because I've been doing the inner work, how much more he has shifted and changed. And I just want to say something really quick to that. I was doing one of my walks around the block today, and I had that conversation the other day about, I had expectations of my marriage. And when I let go of those expectations on my marriage, it gave him the freedom to continue expressing himself, maybe in exactly the same way that he was. However, I was actually more receptive to what he was already doing, versus thinking he should be doing it a different way. And I just really wanted to share that with you, because that's what that inner work has been all about. Like, you guys are all at a certain point in your lives because you've been doing that inner work. The other thing is too, is because I've done that inner work, I've also really, I want to tell you that I do have a lot of experience in that. It may only be a short 7 years or something like that. However, I've written the Spiritual How To. That's the book that's up on the corner of by my head here. Multiple different types of podcasts. I've got two of my own, Step into the Light, the Dragon Tales. I've been a teacher at the Metaphysical School. I've been a part of the Conscious Awakening Network, as well as been in a number of different magazines, and really, really kind of enjoyed life. So, again, just kind of wanted to show you that I have some experience in this. I'm not just coming in and talking off the cuff like I used to do, which is kind of comical. So, what I have to offer you, and I think it's really clear to me that each and every one of you has been doing the inner work, and now you've meeting your inner dragon. And I want to show you this picture of this inner dragon because I've been playing with AI and it just creates some really cool things. So here's this beautiful dragon, and look at the dragonfly. It's actually missing a wing, or it's got too many wings on one side. And I just really liken that to our inner children, that our inner children aren't perfect. They do have not necessarily faults, but different ways of looking at things, different ways of being, and that's absolutely fine. So fostering that so that it can come alive and be whatever it wants to be is so very, very powerful. What I do want to share with you on a screen is that I'm very much about from a whisper to a roar. Like our little kids have really been kind of honed and held back, and we're being asked to stop whispering and start to roar. You know, like I asked Al, what did his throat chakra say in that one case, right? I was very aware of what my throat chakra was saying here with the imperial margarine piece, right? So, this 6-week course that I want to offer, as I said, it's kind of like a first step, both for myself, and I'm going to be really honest about that. I'm learning as long with you guys, and I love what's coming through, and it always works better when you're in a group. So, it's meeting your inner dragon, getting to know your inner dragon, understanding the dragon energy, activating your inner dragon, and living your inner dragon. Now, I did say it's only 6 weeks, so you have to understand that by going through what we've gone through over today and tomorrow, that is kind of like laying some of the groundwork. You don't necessarily have to go meet your inner dragon when we do start the 6 weeks again, right? So what I wanted to offer you with that as well is it's 6 weeks. It's like a call every week during those 6 weeks. The 6 weeks might not necessarily be in 6 weeks, but it's 6 calls over a 6-week period for sure. And those calls will be 2 hours long because I really feel energetically stepping into that. We can have deeper conversations instead of just glancing over things. I'm not the type of person that just throws up a slideshow and says, this is what you need to learn. I'm more very interactive. And you can tell by what we've been doing in this call today, how interactive I like it to be, and that we can feed off each other and learn from each other and grow from there. So that 6-week period, and I could throw up all kinds of testimonials. I really don't want to go there right now today because I want to kind of share a little bit more about dragon energy before we wind up. I'm inviting you to a 6-week program that's called Live Your Inner Dragon. And bear with me as I go flipping through the screens here. I wanted to show you this because remember that first dragon picture where the dragon and the dragonfly had the weird wing? This is how I picture us now. And if I can make this a genderless person, I would, but AI is finicky, so I don't necessarily have the ability to do that. But I'm inviting you into the Live Your Inner Dragon. And it's the power of really starting to understand the energy of who you can possibly be, right? So what you're going to do is basically learn how to unlock and engage your inner dragon's energy, connect with the dragon, empower your inner child to joyfully ride it. Then activate your inner dragon to foster a harmonious relationship between your inner child and dragon, and then immerse yourself as well in at least the beginnings of I use the word fiery journey of self-discovery because as we know, nothing's ever smooth, but it doesn't necessarily have to be up in flames either. It's just really recognizing the energy of that self-discovery, igniting your inner power, and embracing a life of boundless possibilities. I'm going to share a couple more of these because I love some of the pictures that AI came up with. You saw how much fun or how educational, I guess it could be, when we worked with the inner child in the chakras. I do another one that's very, very impactful as well. It's called Chase the Dragonfly, and it's where you go into the chakras with the dragonfly and get some of that information. So in essence, you're going in with your inner child in a different manner because we're actually working with very specific things and again around the root and that, like, so it'd be money issues, it's relationships, it's just kind of doing a deep dive in a little bit different. So again, who's your inner dragon? What's the role of your inner dragon? When does your inner dragon emerge? Where does inner dragon thrive? Why embrace your inner dragon, and how to tame your inner dragon is kind of the logistics of what's happening. So it's a 6-week course. I'm literally putting a value of about $1,000 onto it. I just see there's some chats there. Should I grab that? Why tame the dragon? Yeah, I think that was me before I changed the slide. It should say live your inner dragon. So thank you for bringing that up. It's like that slay word. I don't want to necessarily tame my inner dragon, because my inner dragon's like a very much, I don't want to be tamed. Why would my inner dragon want to be tamed, right? Exactly. So the modules right now, it basically says the who, what, when, where, and why, and how of the inner dragon. It's more about the integration of all these pieces together and your inner child learning how to ride that dragon. So it's live coaching with me. I don't put it out there to other people, at least especially at this 6-week course. This is at ground level. Now, I'm not sure if you all know what I mean by ground level, and I just want to explain that in a second. There will be as well opportunities for further exploration, as well as I would love it to have a written or video testimonial, and that's why I'm offering just a 6-week course. What I mean by ground level, I don't know if you guys have ever been at ground level of something when it's being created. It's a really magical period to be in on. And I've had the blessings to be able to be in those type of settings. I think it's at least 4 times now in my spiritual journey. And it's really kind of a unique place to be. And it's not even the spiritual one. I was in at the ground level of when somebody was teaching how to do retreats. So I've got all of this kind of information that's being offered at a space and a place that is really beneficial to everybody that's involved. So what I want to tell you is that the price of this, just so you know, and I'm just going to kind of show you this slide, the one slide. There we go. And again, I just really appreciate your guys' patience as I flip through these screens, because I didn't want to bore you with just having the little talking head on the side. So this is in what I'm offering. It's the Live Your Inner Dragon course. It's 6 weeks starting this month. It has $1,000 value. I want to offer you a year-long membership into my paid membership. That's 3 calls a month. Those calls don't necessarily go into dragon energy. They can be all kinds of different things. I do my pineal chakra activations on a monthly basis in there. And I do, we have practice readings. We do deep dives into different things like ley lines that, like you mentioned, Simone, like it's just a lot of different things. And then the other thing is the Inner Dragon Quest. Some of you had heard about that at the different summits that have happened this year. It has a $297 value. And that's where we sit down one-on-one and really kind of delve into what you want to learn, where you're going with this. It's basically you're finding out all these little pieces so that when you come into this 6-week course, then you're set up for success, I guess, if you will, or at least moving in the direction that you want to move in versus not really knowing what's happening as you go into. You've got a baseline to start with. So all of that essentially comes to $1,794. And what I want to actually charge you guys for this, because it's the first time that I've ever run this, and it's the only time that it'll likely be a 6 weeks thing, is $279, which is the price of that Vision Quest, that Inner Dragon Vision Quest piece. What I want to do with that, though, is that's the introductory price. And if you're interested, I'm actually would love for you to put a $97 deposit down on that introductory price. You then get those bonuses of the one-on-one Inner Dragon Quest and the membership. And if you chose, like, you can actually use that URL there. If you chose to step into doing this and paying the full $297, what I'd like to do is actually gift you a email soul reading, and that's 8 chakras in essence is what that is walking through the chakras with me. I do it with using your chakras as a portal. I'm just going to grab you that link. So you can actually take a look at it on screen if you wanted to pop over there. And in essence, that's all I really want to share and offer with you is the opportunity to work for 6 weeks with me. The price is $297. It's a value of almost $1,800, and it has some really remarkable things. It's a deposit of $97 to hold your spot. And if you choose to pay the full price of $297, I'm going to throw in a soul reading. It's an email soul reading. And when I say email, is you actually get the audio versions of this, and I go through each individual chakra, and you have the opportunity to ask whatever questions you want around that. Does anybody have any questions? And thank you so much for letting me put that out to you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Any questions? That was definitely the abridged version, wasn't it? Yes, Al.
I think I noticed on the slide deck it was 279, and I think you wanted 297, but have a peek.
Ooh, okay. Let me look at that. Oh, you were right. Look at that. I'm going to correct that right now. Thank you. If anything, I appreciate the correction. And if you want, I'll offer it for $279. I could go make the changes on Wix right now if anybody wants to jump in there. Give me half a second and I'll do that. Or yeah, give me half a second. My errors to your advantage, right? Does anybody else have any questions? I can't see the screen right now as I'm just over there making that correction to change it for you guys. Wow. Good eye, Al.
Karen is asking, what is a soul reading?
Oh, good question. Okay, well, just while I'm over here correcting that error. So what a soul reading is I use Oracle and tarot cards, and I use them with your chakras as the portals. And when I say, it was so interesting because I was thinking about this last night as I was kind of mentally preparing for today, heart preparing for today. And one of the things that came through was this realization that everybody comes into soul readings or medium readings or what have you, all with different ideas in mind of not knowing what they want for answers. And what the soul reading does is it gives you answers. So whether that answer is, so I'm getting sidetracked by trying to find this page now. Can I leave that to you, Janice, to do while I'm answering questions?
Forgot I'm muted. Sure, I can. What was the change to?
279. That's the PayPal version on the paid page.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So what a soul reading is direct information from you, from your soul, that your soul wants you to know. So it's really interesting because you can have like absolutely no question at all. Just give me a soul reading, or you can say all kinds of different things. And it was really interesting listening to this guidance that was coming through last night because I never expected some of this. So you could have a soul reading that's literally all around inner child. What does my inner child want me to know? And that whole soul reading will be around everything that comes through any chakra will be not exactly what we did today because that was really rapid fire. Having said that, we could also do one around inner dragon energy. We could do one around dragon energy. We could do one around whatever energy you want. We can do one around, and this is where I was like, oh, really? I haven't done that before. We could do one around a person who has passed away if you want. And what messages do they have for you through each chakra? It was just really, really interesting to be aware of that. And I think what I'm explaining, why I'm explaining this to you guys is that it's this, how does this want to come through? So my mission, my big mission in life is to have 1 million women and men empower themselves. Okay. I want to provide you with as many tools that you can use to empower yourself. That's my goal. So when I do this soul reading, when I'm being directed to offer, like usually I just say a soul reading, you pick a deck, one to blah, blah, blah. And what's your question? And no, this time I've been told this is what, offer these out, right? And I think it's not because I'm showing you that, man, she does a whole lot of crap. She does a whole lot of stuff. It's more about, look at the possibilities of what each and every one of you has the ability to do if you just listen. If you just allow whatever guidance to come through. Now, you could get caught up in that, holy cow, it's just like when I said to Simone about that dragon energy, right? That was big. Like that is such a big awareness that sometimes we don't know how to handle and we get caught up in the overwhelm. My roles here is to help you not get caught up in that overwhelm. So thank you. That was a great question, Karen. I hope that answered it. It's pretty in depth. I tell you, I've got them listed on my webpage under the shop, I believe. They start at 300 or something like that. And I think it's actually a package of 500 now where I ask you a question, I do the soul reading, and then we do a follow-up call as well. And it's such a powerful, powerful piece to move you forward. Now, I will tell you with 100% certainty that this could change your life. Just having the soul reading alone could change your life. I had a soul reading in 2016. It's why I'm where I am today. And yeah. And you could have a soul reading and never do a darn thing with it. It's just like I said earlier, right? You can go, oh yeah, I'm attached to this dragon, and it is what it is, right? It's like Al said, where I'm like, you're putting us in that state. When you choose to move forward into the things that you've heard and learned, you can change your life. A really good example of this is I did a soul reading for someone that I know quite well. I really get out of the way when I'm doing soul readings, period, never mind for people I know. And I also am very much of this information. You can ask me for further understanding of what it might mean. However, ideally, it's up to your interpretation, right? So anyway, I did this soul reading with this one person, and they did not like the soul reading at all. And the soul reading basically told it like it was. She's still living her life exactly today as she did 6 years ago when she heard this soul reading. She has done nothing to change her life because she didn't even want to listen to that soul reading. And I'm not telling you guys you have to listen to anything. I've said that all along. You take what you want and run with it. And if you don't want any of it, don't do anything with any of it. Right? Thank you, guys. Any further questions to anything today? Because I'd like to, oh, it's 333 on my end. Just flipped over to 344. Any further questions on any of that? I think she's might have corrected that. You have to push publish as well too, okay, Janice? Yeah. Any further questions? Any questions or comments or takeaways on what we've experienced today? Or would you like to do another quick little process before we go into takeaways? Quick little process, wave your hand. One person. I nod, another hand. Okay, let's do a quick little process and then we'll do some takeaways. So I'm inviting you again to close your eyes, to feel into the energy of the power of who you are. I'd love for you to go into that power center. Now, when I say the word center, it isn't necessarily the center of your body. I would like you to acknowledge that power area in your body. Invite in the Who wants to come first? You know what? I'm going to leave that to you guys. Invite into that power area, whichever one wants to come first, your inner child or your inner dragon. Or say who would like to come in, or maybe they'll come in together. Well, in this beautiful power area, I'm going to call it a power center because it flows from the tongue more easily. In this beautiful power center, thank you. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Allow the expansion of that center. And when I say expansion of that center, it doesn't necessarily have to remain within your body, that it can expand past that. Because I'm not sure if you follow this or not. Myself, I love the fact that my human body is within my soul energy. So I can just really feel that when I expand that power center, that it is expanding past my human body. And interesting enough, now you can feel the energy of how the empath works because of that soul energy out there, right? And that power center. So with this power center being expanded, it feels like there's some fairy dust circling like in this beautiful etheric energy all around the exterior of this power center. And you may have a very vivid awareness of what that power center is doing. So I'm going to leave that to your imagination. I invite you, though, to expand past what you human thoughts may think that that is doing, and allow yourself to expand a little past that, or even a great amount past that. And it's so interesting because you may actually even be in two realms or two dimensions, and that's all right. Thank you. The dragon, the inner dragon energy, is offering you the idea that that's what it's offering to you, is this ability to walk in two realities on a more consistent basis. And what those realities are is this incredible, magical 3D human earth and this 5D and beyond energy as well. And you can invite your little you and inner dragon to continue to play in this energy and to share any wisdom or any ideas with you over the night, through the night, and inviting that the memory, that some of the memories, if not all of them, remain vivid enough to catalog or write down or journal upon waking or before class tomorrow. Giving thanks to that beautiful inner dragon, your beautiful little you. the magic of who you are. Acknowledging all the beautiful souls who are here. Mm. Mm. And physically feeling able to come back into this space as your little you and inner dragon continue with their immersion in that space. So feeling your human body, the breath, maybe shaking your fingers, fluttering your eyes, whatever it is, coming back into this space. Thank you. That was cool. I can tell by Simone's reaction that I want to hear your story. She's just giggling away there. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to say something real quick about that end piece about the the going through the night, and that's continuing, and that in the morning, if you don't remember anything, you don't remember anything. It's all right. Don't judge yourself, okay? If you remember something, write it down. Okay. Simone, did you want to share?
I can. Yeah, just kidding you. You know, when you said, Simone, when you said, invite who wants to come in, you know, they came in, the dragon in front, and after that, all my inner children as a polonaise, a multi-dimensional polonaise, looking at me, grinning at me, and said, that was it. It just threw me off. And, you know, it's like even now, I feel that they're still doing it. I don't know where they are going. But
it.
looking at me having fun and looking from now and then at me, grinning.
Aw. I love your energy right now. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I want to say something to that because of my experience in there. You know, when I said that, whoever wants to come in, if you'll remember, I said, did I put it to voice? I'm just saying, oh, I did not put it to voice. So in my solar plexus, I may have put this to voice. A lot of emotions came up, and I was on a swing between both. Yes, I remember telling you guys that now, and that I was being asked to find some emotional balance. What happened in this, when I said something along the lines of whoever wants to come in, I actually had my mom's energy come in. My mom's living, but she has dementia where her short-term memory is absolutely zero. And so I don't know what she's got going on in her head. And to have her connect in this process just felt really, really magical to me. Felt really, really magical. And on one hand, the emotions of me was like, oh my God, I want to cry right now. And then on the other hand, it was like, I want to keep that balance too, right? It was just really, really an interesting piece happening there. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, it doesn't matter what's in her head. It's not who she is. You
That's
can
right.
always connect with her heart. And
Yep.
that's who she is. And that won't go away.
I know. I know. You speak my language, my friend. You speak my language. Oh Lord. Okay, you guys. I took off and it's back to gallery view with all of us. Does anybody else have anything they want to share about what that short little process was there? If you don't, that's fine. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, I'll just say I saw my inner child and dragon, like they're holding hands and they're just having a lot of fun. And then I saw just like being I've seen this before in the past, but it's just where I'm going again is just some being that causes a lot of harm is being wrapped up like a mummy so it cannot hurt me or others. So I thought like it spent a lot of time doing that. Part of today's healing, whatever is happening at this moment. So that's a good sign.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. That's all.
And thank you, Al. Again, just for the group here, it's just really understanding that our journeys, our trips, our growth, whatever it looks like, it's just so individual. It truly is so individual. Very, very powerful. Go ahead, Al.
And I had put Year of the Dragon. I remember when I was in Japan, there's like this dragon, it's like Year of the Dragon is coming up. So that's really interesting.
Wow.
I think that's a Chinese calendar, but it's in Japan too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, while you're unmuted, Al, what's your takeaway today?
I want to process, like I want to I'm in and out of consciousness, like I'm tired and I want to just lie down and process a little bit.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So I'm just happy to be here because I know it helps me along my path, right? Yeah, and I thank you. I said before thank you, but I do thank you. I appreciate it, right?
Yeah, thank
Oh.
you. You're awesome. Thank you. Sadie, how about yourself? What's your takeaway today?
You know, I was just thinking about that. I'm not sure. I've just enjoyed the whole process. It's all been really lovely to listen to the shares, to connecting with the inner dragon, to go through the chakras, to be empathic on multiple levels. Yeah, it's just all. I've enjoyed it all. So thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I meant ID, not the I. ID for inner dragon. Simone, how about yourself?
I think my biggest takeaway is my interdimensional Polonaise. Because, it's really, I get it now. They are processing back, forth in front of me. It's like, even though I look at you, I see them too. It's irritating in a way, but not really. It's like they are a celebration, honestly. They are celebrating themselves, they are celebrating me. It's all together,
Thank you.
They're having fun, including that dragon.
No, that was beautiful. Janice, how about yourself?
Acknowledge that our inner dragon has been here all along.
Thank you. Karen or Fra, would either of you have the ability to share in the chat or put to voice a takeaway today? If not, that's fine. For myself, it's just, I just thoroughly love doing these things. Like I really enjoy coming together as a group and playing in the energy like that and seeing what comes up. Because I wouldn't say I'm past being surprised, but I just love that there's always so many different dynamics. And it's just so magical. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, well, that gathering together with our inner dragon and inner child there was basically a beautiful wind up to let them be playing. I stand in gratitude for each and every one of you, and I think you are so magical, and I really want you to be aware of that. And I look forward to seeing you ideally tomorrow morning. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Thank you.